And while we're exploring the tenuous links of movies with deformed protagonists, we have to really give a passing mention to David Lynch's remarkable movie,
The Terrible Elephant Man.
Although this film was only made in the 1980s, you'd think it was a classic horror from the 30s because of its stark black and white photography. John Hurt gives a superb performance as the Elephant Man. The makeup is first-rate, designed by Chris Tucker, who went on to design the makeup for the Andrew Lloyd Webber stage version. Shame he wasn't asked to do the 2004 movie, but never mind. It also features a brilliant performance by Anthony Hopkins as Frederick Treves as the surgeon who takes pity on the Elephant Man.
I am not an elephant! I am not an animal! I am a human being!
Now we're moving from the sublime to the ridiculous, because believe it or not, there's a whole subgenre dedicated to phantom porn. Now, I haven't actually seen any of these, and from the look of them I'm quite glad. We've got the Phantom of Lust, the Phantom of the Orgasm, the Phantom Lover, not to be confused with the Phantom Lover. I particularly like this tagline. Christy Mist's opening got rave reviews last night. Phantom X, Phantom of the Cabaret, Phantom, not to be confused with Susan Kay's Phantom. And don't get me started on the huge quantity of gay phantom porn. Frankly, I'm not brave enough to seek any of this stuff out to review it, but by all accounts they are hysterically funny. Moving hastily on from the world of movies, we're now going to check out the Phantom's appearances in the world of TV. Now, there's just so many of them, I couldn't even begin to approach cataloguing them all. Although, if you are interested, there is a great website called The Filmography that has a virtually definitive list, which is where I'm getting most of my information and still images from for this review, by the way. First up, do you remember the Munsters TV show? Oh, yeah, of course, everybody does. It was like a light version of The Addams Family. But did you know that they made a movie in the 1980s called The Munsters' Revenge? Well, I sure didn't. And one of the characters who turns up for this family reunion is Uncle Phantom of the Opera. I am in shock at how unimaginative that is. I mean, why not Uncle Eric, the Phantom of the Opera? But no, just Uncle Phantom of the Opera. Like, he has no other name. The moment he was born, it was like, oh, what should we call him? I know, we'll call him the Phantom of the Opera. Hello? A lot of people say, why don't you review Wishbone? That was the TV series about a cute dog who recreated famous novels so dumb kids would know more about the world of literature. And thanks to a very kind donation from that girl in the Phantom costume, I've finally seen it, and it's just so good that I'll have to devote a special episode just to review Wishbone, because I can't do it justice in this quick roundup. Oh, and incidentally, since the first part of my review aired, I've managed to get hold of Dr. Phibes, which I will also review in the future. Now let's take a brief look at Phantom of the Auditorium, which is an episode of Goosebumps. I've not got much to say on this. A few kids doing a show called The Phantom, and there's a character called Esmeralda. Oh, what could that be based on? Yeah, anyway, they run around the theatre being scared by the janitor who they think is the Phantom, but there's a really sort of stupid twist at the end, where the Phantom isn't just a deformed guy, it's actually a real ghost. A real ghost who can touch, wear a costume. I mean, I thought the whole point of, like, a real ghost is that they can't touch things, but apparently this one can.
I fell into the abyss, where I became a real phantom. Hoping, waiting for this night, where I would finally play my ultimate role.
Never!
No! No!
And then, of course, there's that TV series, Are You Afraid of the Dark? Where a load of stupid kids meet up in the woods at midnight, rather than being like real kids and just smoking marijuana and taking crack. These ones tell ghost stories. This one is The Tale of the Last Dance. It isn't all that bad, actually. It's got pretty good creepy lighting and atmosphere, and it's about a young violinist at school who has a secret phantom admirer who then goes to abduct her. The way he's dressed reminds me a bit of Song Dan Ping from Song of Midnight.
What do you want with me?
For years, I've watched you from behind these walls. Years preparing myself.
For me?
I've watched you grow into a fine, Young woman, Tara. I brought you here because after tonight, the building will be torn down.
Oh no, this isn't the Phantom of Hollywood spin-off, is it?
You don't have to hide.
Then you will play.
If you show me your face,
No, anything but that, please.
then I won't play.
You don't understand. I'm hideous.
Anyone who can draw with such brilliance can't possibly be hideous.
Oh, you'd be surprised. Oh, his face is fine. And holy crap, what's wrong with his hands?
I'm not afraid.
It's your hands you should be covering, not your face. What are you, the love child of the Ninja Turtles?
That's it, Quasimodo. Show's over.
Michael!
Let her go.
Why? So she can go back to you? Someone who doesn't see her, doesn't listen to her, doesn't love her.
I don't know who. I don't know what you are. But if you don't let her go, I swear.
You're in my world now. Be careful where you tread.
I haven't had time to fit the bathroom yet, and I've been crapping all over the floor. Do you remember the Muppet Babies? Well, in this episode, sing the song of superheroes, the Muppets meet the Phantom in the form of Lon Chaney. I have to wonder what the ratio of real animation to stock footage is in any one episode of the Muppet Babies, but I'm sure it does save the animators a lot of time and money. Hey look, it's using the original 1925 print, as opposed to the 1929 version. Look at the quality of it, it looks like they pulled that print out of my ass. I think it says something about how desensitized to horror our generation has become, when you consider that people in the 1925 audiences fainted when they saw Chaney's unmasked face, but now it's something you can put in a kiddie's cartoon without fear of causing any nightmares at all. When I was searching on YouTube looking for other Phantom appearances in kid shows, I was absolutely blown away to find out that there is a Phantom-themed episode of Bar Bar. Yes, Bar Bar, the cute little elephant, meets the Phantom.
Here's your Phantom.
The fact that that exists just blows my mind.
You are either very brave or very